Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. Okay, so in our last episode we went from the camp down to Red Cliff to turn in some quests that we had down there. And while we were there we ran into some guy from an organization that he called the Mages Collective, which is an organization, a loose organization of what amounts to being apostate mages that want to live separate from the chantry, from the circle, and basically be able to be free and live life on their own terms. Narian, of course, was all for that. He understands that 100% completely because it's pretty similar to the Dalish philosophy of never again surrendering. And, they have developed this kind of attitude of live free or die, basically, which is why they are wanderers and why they live in such small clans. It's because, if there ever is any kind of a concerted effort to wipe out the Dalish, it would be incredibly difficult because you might be able to find one or two small isolated tribes or clans as they call themselves, but you wouldn't be able to find all of them. So he went ahead and looked at the missions that the Mages Collective had and took several of them. Let's see here. Yeah, he took 3 of them. I still have 2 to do. The one that I finished was actually right there in Red Cliff, so it was pretty easy to take care of. So we just did that right there, and then we traveled to Denerim. As you can see, we are in the market square here in Denerim, where we ran into a fellow named Sir Landry. Sir Landry, excuse me, sorry. Sir Landry is a knight who was at Ostagar and believed the propaganda that Loghain has put out about the wardens. And he called us a traitor, demanded satisfaction of Narian. Narian didn't even know what the hell he meant. Of course, Sir Landry told him that it meant basically a duel to the death. And Narian was like, yeah, you're kind of crazy, right? We didn't do any of this and all of this stuff. And basically, Sir Landry refused to accept any of it. And we ended up in a duel, one-on-one, where Narian proceeded to basically kick his arse up one side of the alley and down the other, and ended up killing him. So that was fairly unfortunate, but I mean, Narian kind of reached his point where he's like, we didn't do this, and we don't appreciate you being, accusing us, and all of this stuff. And yeah, he just reached this point where he's like, okay, it's your freaking funeral. If you want to fight, then we'll fight. And after that, we found Brother Genitivi's house, and Brother Genitivi turned out to not be there. And there was actually someone in there who was posing as Brother Genitivi's assistant. And we were able to figure out that he was not who he said he was. And he ended up attacking us. So we were forced to kill him. And then we found the body of the real Wayland, and we found some of Brother Genitivi's notes. So we know that Brother Genitivi has gone to the small remote village of Haven, which is located in the southern range of the Frostback Mountains. So if I wanted to do the Sacred Ashes quest right away, I could do that. But as a player, I'm not quite ready for that. There's some things that I want to do. Part of it involves getting my coercion skill up a little bit more, which means leveling. And I've got about a third of the way to go yet to level it. I'm actually maybe even a little more than that. It looks like just under half to my next level. So what I am going to do instead is explore Denerim as much as I can and see if there's any quests that I can do in here.
As there is but one world, one life, one death,
and see if I can level up enough to get that
they are sinners who have given their lives
that last
to false gods.
at least to expert coercion. Yeah.
No mention of dessert. Surely
Anyway.
this is a miracle.
As there is but one
The deep
world,
dark before
one
dawn's
life,
first
one
light
death.
seems
There is
eternal.
but one God,
But know
and
that the
he
sun
is
always
our
rises.
maker. They are sinners who have given their
Okay.
love to false gods.
It is begun.
Back alley justice. Eliminate the criminals preying on innocent folk in Denerim's black alleys. In these dark times, we must work together against the common threat. Sergeant Kylon has brought disturbing news that should anger all righteous people. In our own alleyways, footpads, muggers, and miscreants lie in wait to profit from the chaos of our times. They infect us like a plague. A reward is available for any information on these lowlives. Sergeant Kylon has also offered a heavy purse for any brave souls that can best these brigands and make Denerim a safe place once again. This humble chanter has added to the reward as well. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, yeah, I've already explained, I think, a few times that Narian really doesn't like bandits and thieves. So, yeah, he'll take that one. Missing in action. Recently, our hearts were lifted when many survivors of the Battle of Ostagar returned to us. Bless these men and women and have mercy on those who fell defending our children from the blight. Sadly, one of these heroes has gone missing. Rexel served in Terran Logain's vanguard with distinction. Upon his return, his wife said he was prone to quiet reflection and frequented the local taverns. One afternoon, he left home and never returned. This chanter was moved by the family's grief and is offering a pouch of coin for anyone who finds this hero. The chant says, in saving one man, you save us all. If each of us lends a hand to aid his neighbor, anything is possible, especially now. Okay, so he will take that one. Fazil's request. Master Fazil of the esteemed Guild of Free Sailors has informed this chanter that while about guild business, he was waylaid by bandits via guile and other, I don't know what that word is, chicanery? He lost many valuables, but in particular an antique sextant was removed forcibly from his person. This sextant is of considerable symbolic value as it belonged to the first guildmaster of the Free Sailors. Master Fazil described his assailants as masked, of foreign descent, perhaps Treventer or Free Marches, and unusually coordinated and crafty. He has placed a hefty sum of coin with this chanter for the return of his sextant. Okay. Logain's push. Brothers and sisters, word has arrived of an imminent conflict. Terran Logain's honored forces continue to root out threats to our nation, and their actions deserve support from the common people. While it is unusual to post troop movements to the public board, I believe it is necessary for brethren to near the affected area to respect the honored Terran by aiding his troops. Provide whatever comfort you feel they deserve, and Ferelden will be the stronger for it. Okay, well, Of course, Nerian would have absolutely no intention of aiding Logain's troops, but he could take this information and use it to his advantage against Logain. So that we're going to do that.
Look at that. Surely this is a miracle.
And
Magic exists to serve man and never.
Mage's Collective Liaison. Okay.
A little something extra. For friendship.
Oh. Well, thank you. I'll take it. Blood warning. While they tend to be careful and judicious in their use of force, the Templars do indeed make mistakes. I understand that several relatives of our friends among the collective will soon become targets of the Chantry, and while I trust that this will not lead to lasting harm for those innocents, I wish to ensure that those targeted are fairly warned and evacuated before the Chantry can send its message. I ask that a noble soul take the bundle of vials attached to this missive and find the 4 homes the Chantry is likely to target in Denerim. Mark the front door of each home with the goat's blood from the vials. Those relatives will understand the message and evacuate before the Chantry can threaten them. Absolutely, Nerian would do this. Have you seen me? The collective is saddened at the absence of the great mage Reynold. Our friend has not been seen in quite some time, and our gatherings are the lesser for the loss of his tales of ribald exploits and the aroma of his delicious twice-baked meat pies. Reynold was last seen traveling in the direction of the Brazilian forest. Oh, how he did so love the outdoors. Anyone who returns with evidence of the whereabouts of the beloved mage Reynold will be rewarded. Okay, sure, why not?
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Don't even try to arrest me.
Me? You must be kidding. Even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering they're Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot. And Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
How are they worse?
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Wow, that sounds bad. Do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular, establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
No problem, Sergeant. Go ahead and sign me up.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Okay. Alright then, we will... What's that? Okay. Alright, so I'll go ahead and do those 2 blood warnings that I see on my map here. One's over here and one's over here by the gate. So we'll grab those. Yeah, not sure where the other ones are. I think one of them might be in the alienage. Okay. There it is.
Very well.
Okay, well that's 2 down, 2 to go. I'm not sure what Jenna Rosamond wants because I tried to talk to her and couldn't. So, I need to check something with Severin here real quick. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to change parties. I don't think I want Severin in my party just yet, if I'm going to be running around in Denerim, just in case. So I'm going to go to the camp. Okay, well while I'm here, I'm gonna see if anybody needs a level up. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make him a champion. That just seems to fit his personality. And okay. And I will take I'll take the girls.
Indeed.
And I guess I'll take Shale too. I don't think I've had Shale with me yet, so. Oops.
Indeed. Indeed.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see here. The pearl.
You say.
Holy cow, Shale, did you just one-shot that dude?
One more crush for my
I knew there was a reason why I wanted my own golem.
Now we get our hands dirty.
Are you done yet? Ah, glorious!
Okay. We just kicked some major bandit arse there.
It shall be done.
Okay. Grab this chest. Oh, well. City map, back alley. Okay, area unlocked. The Pearl.
I fail to see what is so special about such a place. In my experience, everyone pays for sex.
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Alright.
Stop playing
That scamp
games,
Kai Long
Isabella.
sent you,
We
right?
want our money.
Glad he
I
hasn't
think you
forgotten about
forget
us.
who you are speaking
The
to.
mercenaries are
I
right
will give
there.
you a chance
if
to
you're
leave
here about
quietly.
other things.
You crazy hussy. Someone needs to put you in your place. She's too good.
Be off with you now, and be glad I only took from you your gold. Fools.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for White Falcons only.
Yeah, who or what are the White Falcons?
We're the toughest, meanest, and loudest mercenary band from the Free Marches. If you haven't heard of us yet, you will soon. Now get out.
You know, you might want to close up shop. You know, before there's any trouble.
Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm telling you to do. Now go. Get out of here.
You aren't no common guard. You're with All How, aren't you? Men, let's clear out. Don't want to get on Locane's bad side, do we?
Tell Kylon I owe him one.
Yes. What? Is it customary where you're from to give complete strangers questioning looks?
You know anything about that woman who just fought off those guys over there?
Isabella, if you had spent any time here or on the docks, you would know. Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's Call. She is a remarkable woman, and as you saw, quite formidable. She calls herself a duelist. But you cannot pay me enough to duel her. I'm not so stupid as those two.
What was going on between them?
Did you not see? They wanted money back. Some of them never learn. If Isabella consents to play a game with you, it's an honor. You do not ask for compensation if you lose.
Who are you?
They call me Casimir. I'm first mate on Captain Isabella's ship. More than this, you do not need to know.
Okay. So Isabella's the ship's captain, eh?
You are surprised. Isabella is no ordinary woman. Isabella commands the crew on the Siren's call. She is a remarkable woman, and as you saw, quite formidable. She calls herself a duelist. But you cannot pay me enough to duel her. I'm not so stupid as those two.
Yeah, you said that all right. All right, well, I guess I'll be going. I kind of want to talk to her.
Ah, a Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden Wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised. I've seen many of your kind in my journeys, and there is always something odd about you. Huh, strong hands. Could I entice you to leave your order and sign up as one of my crewmen? I could use those strong hands at my helm.
I don't know anything about sailing.
The ship is the best teacher. She will guide you with her sighs, her shudders, her gentle swaying as she rides the crests of the waves. When you become one with her, instinct takes over.
Why do I have the feeling that was a euphemism? So, your fighting skills are impressive.
I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years.
Oh? So... could I duel you?
As I said, it is better to avoid being hit, and it is best not to get into fights at all.
Just a little sparring match. How about teaching me what you know?
An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. But I have watched you, and you seem to lack a particular grace that is required. You are accustomed to doing battle a certain way, yes? I can teach you some basics. Perhaps you can pass it on to someone who might be interested in what I have to offer. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better. So we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
What game?
Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
You go ahead.
Very well. There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Ah, a wonderful card for me. Ah, you have that familiar glint in your eye. Good cards, I take it. Please, keep your hands to yourself.
Damn. I don't think my dexterity is
the Angel of Death card.
high enough.
The game is over. We must show our hands. Oh dear. Is that what you have? Do you need me to go through the rules again? Serpents of Deceit and Avarice, Songs of Temerity and Mercy. Not a great hand, but I still win. Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match?
I've played your game. You're supposed to teach me now.
Not so fast, sweet thing. I'm not sure I know you yet. Come. Another game?
Oh, I suppose I could play you again.
Ah, you're a good sport. Another game then. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
I'll do it this time.
Good. Go ahead then. Are you done yet? 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Ah, a wonderful card for me. Please, keep your hands to yourself. Ha! The Angel of Death card. The game is over. We must show our hands. Oh dear. Is that what you have? Do you need me to go through the rules again? Serpents of Deceit and Avarice, Songs of Temerity and Mercy. Not a great hand, but I still win. Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match? Fair enough. I will be here should you wish to play again.
Yeah, I might need some more dexterity to beat her.
Welcome back, Grey Warden. What can Isabella do for you today? Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to? Very well.
Shuffle them.
There. That should be sufficient. 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Oh! I think this card will come in handy. Ah, you have that familiar glint in your eye. Good cards, I take it. Ha! The Angel of Death card. The game is over. We must show our hands. I don't think I've ever seen quite so odd a hand. None of your cards match. I have 3 angels, Fortitude, Truth and Charity, and the Night of Dawn. I win. Still undefeated after all these years. Will I never meet my match?
You know, I think you're cheating.
Now. There's no need for such petty accusations. You are simply an inexperienced player. You will get better with practice.
Just a moment. Come here, please. Isabella is cheating. Do you realize it?
Yes, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure there's anything I can do about it.
I think she has an ulterior motive. She wants to know if you're smart enough to be a duelist, and this is her way of finding out. I think we can outsmart her, together. I can help you.
Why not?
Well, will you play again? Stop whispering over there. Ah, you're a good sport. Another game then. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
I'll do
Good.
it.
Go ahead then. Are you done yet? 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Oh! I think this card will come in handy. Ah, you have that familiar glint in your eye. Good cards, I take it.
Cheating, I see.
You certainly have quick reflexes. I'm quite impressed. And as for me cheating, well, the game does not matter. I just wanted to see if you could outwit me. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you. Come, we will need some space for this.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else I can teach you. Perhaps tell those you meet where you learned what you know.
Okay, so upon editing, I realized that the material I had recorded was over an hour long, so I'm going to go ahead and split the episode here. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.